What up, good people? Party people, what's up? How you doing today? It is Saturday afternoon, man. I got so much to do. I got 2 hours and 45 minutes to go to my mama's house and get her beets. She's got 50 pounds of beets that she wants to can. And get back to the man cave. I got to build a stand. Okay, I got to build a stand for my wife's plants to go on the stand that I had built for her office, because we got this Silhouette Cameo Pro 4 Pro setup, because we'll be making some new shit coming from Joe Boo's man cave. And so she needs to get the plants off the stand. So I need to get that together and get at least a coat of varnish on it before we do our live stream at 5, which means I need to get back also too and send y'all the link so that way you can join in, because, you know, it has been a party almost every single week on, used to be Sundays when the season first ended, but now Saturdays, that I look forward to talking to all my people, you know, my Thomas Garrett's, my Roland's Review, my Prime Time and Game Time, Phil and Troy Daniels, and, you know, all you guys that are on there. So we got to get over there. We got to talk about the Cowboys versus the Rams. But interesting thing, you know, the boys at Pro Football Focus, Skip, they watch a lot of football. And sometimes they come up with numbers that are, you kind of say, is that right? Because sometimes they'll say a player is great, but you look at him, it's like, I don't see him busting it great. But they'll say, but the analytics, you know? Okay. You know, one of the things that I kind of, you know, look at, because pressures, okay? Pressures. Hypothetically, you want pressure in some certain situations, okay? For example, screens, okay? Screens, you want the quarterback to be pressured. You're saying, what do you mean? Seriously, a screen is basically, we're trying to get the offensive line to kind of play little games, act like we're trying to block you and we just had a poor block and they let you in and you think you're going to get a sack, and then they're just dumping the ball over your head, and now the offensive linemen are leading the way. So that's a situation that you want to get pressure. You want everybody around the quarterback and he gets rid of the ball. If you got no pressure on the screen, then it's not going to work. So my question for Brother Roz is, does that skew the numbers? Because you can get a pressure on a screen and the screen could go to the house. And they'll say you had a great play. You got a pressure. Yeah, but they scored a 70-yard touchdown on the play. But you got the pressure. So some of the numbers you have to take, you know, with a grain of salt, okay? Trevon Diggs, man, damn, has been trashed by Pro Football Focus and the Talking Heads last year. You would have literally thought that interceptions mean nothing in football. You know, interceptions, poo-poo. Cowboy player gets it, poo-poo. Diggs got 11 interceptions, something nobody has done this century. And they would go back, well, look how many yards he gave up. And my question on the, you know, how many yards he gave up, you know, when you're beating Washington like 54-14, isn't that garbage time yards too? Are we saying that defensive backs don't have garbage time too? Where it's nothing deep and nothing cheap, where you keep everything in front of you and you just let them, you know, keep them in bounds, let them make the pass completion, run out the clock. So that could skew the numbers some. But the boys at Pro Football Focus, let me see if I remember it now, have pass defended, okay, knocked away for incompletions. Diggs has 5 of them, which is tied for first. So that's good. You are tied for first in pass defense in all of the NFL against all of the defensive backs. Okay. Taking the football away. Interceptions. And so far, it's kind of a down year. It's kind of a down year for him. You know, he's not getting one a game like he did those first, 5 or 6 games. He only has 2. He had one that was close. He's got 2. You know where that sits at? His 2 interceptions? Tied for first. Tied for first. Okay, so, wait. So, forced incompletions, he's tied for first. Taking the ball away, he's tied for first. Okay. All right. When quarterbacks throw his way, they're only have a 44.2 rating. Okay. I'd say that's pretty good. But the funny thing is, I don't know that he gets the credit that he deserves on there. You know, we had primetime Deion Sanders, who was a shutdown cornerback, interception machine, although I don't think he ever had more than 6 in one season. Diggs is now beginning his 3rd season. He's first in 2 categories and only giving up a 44.2 quarterback rating. So if you throw towards Diggs, you're not doing real well. You're not doing anything. And you might be turning the ball over. I think it's time that he starts getting his due. Now, there was a guy named Darrelle Revis that was known as Revis Island. And he was a shutdown corner extraordinaire. He was a generational type player. We already have Micah Parsons. Now, I will say this much. Football is a team sport. Okay? How you do is also dependent on how others around you do as well. Because the Dallas Cowboys defensive front and Micah Parsons, D-Law and Dante Fowler and Dorrance Armstrong, that they're getting sacks like crazy. They're getting pressures like crazy. That quarterbacks don't have as much time to throw. Quarterbacks are being molested as they throw. When you only have a quarterback that's got 2 seconds, 2.5 seconds to throw as opposed to 4, 5, 6, 7 seconds, then good things happen for the D-backs. They don't have to hold up guys for as long, Your deeper routes, there's not enough time for them to develop. And so that helps the defensive back. And I will be the first to say that having that front 7 that they have helps every one of the cornerbacks back there because of those facts. But be that as it may, when you think about some of the quarterbacks that the Cowboys have faced and some of the wide receivers, when you talk about Jamar Chase, who was the rookie sensation, when you think about Mike Evans, when you think about Chris Godwin, think about Julio Jones before he got injured like he always does. You think about those players and Tom Brady and Joe Burrow throwing to him, and you see the numbers that he has. Those are pretty damn good. And for all those last year that said that he was trash, where are you at now? Yeah. You know how it is. If you're the Dallas Cowboys, just like I talked about earlier, they're in a no-win situation against the Rams. If the Cowboys win, the Rams are trash. Cowboys lose, of course, they are who we thought they were. Rams are great. Anyway, got to get this work done, y'all. Hope you're having a great Saturday. And I'll see y'all later. Peace.